what is this, bro? Like, how did he even just... You didn't even wash your hands, first of all.
Yeah. What you mean that you gangsta? I ain't seen shit. I don't like nice girls, I want a mean bitch. Still throw it back and she cook and she clean, bitch. Hit him and I put her straight to sleep, I got lean dick. 4G autos on the coupe, hoes love the whip. 42 in my cup, bitch, I love to sip. I just ate a stream.
What's good, Samurai Gang? Hey, listen, we are back with another video. Yeah, Doppo Orochi in a nutshell. So I know he's the only man I know who beat somebody up way bigger than him. Beat somebody way bigger than him with a stub. How you beat somebody up with no fist and all wrist? How did you do that? You know, if you watch Baki season 3, you know who, was it season 3 or season 4? You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about that boy Dorian, that weird guy who swallows grenades and then coughs them up like it's nothing. Yeah, that Dorian. That nigga don't have like he doesn't have like a gag reflex or nothing, because you just coughed up a grenade, my nigga. You coughed up a grenade. But also, I have great news for Baki fans, because you already know. On Netflix, part 4. There we go, season 4. Season 4, Baki versus Yujiro. The fight that we've all been waiting for. After Yujiro, you know, still beats this nigga up, bro. Like, he still beat. If you read the manga, you know what happens. I'm not going to try to spoil it for you guys if you haven't read the manga. I know people are only anime exclusive only. They want to see the anime. But for the manga readers, bro, we know how this goes down. We know what a Baki... I said Baki. What the freak? We know what Baki accomplished, right? So, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be very, very exciting. So, shout out to my boy AR Manga. Love this nigga's content. It's not really funny, but it's really, really entertaining. I like watching it. Like it's therapeutic. I could sit here and watch it. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button for more AR Manga on the channel. And listen, for my Sin fans, like, listen, I got y'all with the anime hood review. I got y'all. I'm gonna react to it. I got y'all. Don't worry about it. I got it. I know he dropped the Bleach 1 and 2, because I said, hey, listen, if it's gonna be 40 minutes, might as well split them up and do a part 1 and 2. I'm gonna be on that shit, all right? Don't worry about it. Let's go.
I'm going to talk about Doppo Orochi, who looks a lot like Sagat. I mean a lot.
Yeah,
but
true.
Doppo Orochi is short and thick version of Sagat. A little more thick.
Thick. The way he says it is funny.
Perfect. And also both don't have one thing in common, hairs. We don't really know anything about his childhood apart from the fact that he started training at the age of 4 or 5. Which is really late, since people in anime often start training in their mother's womb, or better known as womb ground. Fast forward to 20 years and he became a really sexy man. I mean, look at those eyelashes. Most probably his head hairs are somehow growing as his eyelashes. In his youth, he fights a lot of people, like this blind man who can tell you your exact height and weight based on the sound created by your body on hitting the ground. Typical Baki stuff. During this fight, Doppo gives this blind man his eyes back by just touching him, which I mean a lot of kids will doubt, but only kids doubt anime logic. A real man knows the reason behind the techniques. After getting his eyes...
What you mean, PP training?
Side back, blind fighter gets really upset because his brain was not able to process the colors of this world. Apparently, processing the colors is harder than calculating the weight of a person by just hearing the sound created by his body after his body applies force on the ground due to gravity. Anyways, Doppo does this man a favor and gouges into his eyes. And man, look at that smile. Thank you for making me blind, man. Really appreciate it. Later, he fights a tiger which was on an island somehow. Yujiro didn't even live that.
Did it not say that he really beat up Dorian, bro, with just a stub? Like, my respect for him has grown so much because he really sat there and beat your ass with a stub. He has a disability. He don't even got a hand, but it's not a disability. He really broke your rib cage with a stub. Like, that's impressive. Who you know could break your rib cage and your spine, and then you get up walking later? Like, how did you even do that? That doesn't even make sense, bro. Like, but he beat your ass with a stub. He beat your ass with his just his wrist. My wrist is skinny. So how the
Islands. While fighting the tiger, he punches him and kicks him in the nuts. Yeah, he kicks a tiger in the nuts.
Yeah.
Then he finishes the tiger by hitting him on the neck with a karate chop. In his youth, he also meets Yuichiro Hanma, kicks him in the jaw and leaves. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you really don't want to mess with the guy who looks like this. Later, he adopts a kid named Katsumi from a circus and teaches him karate. Then Doppo Orochi also built a huge Shinchinkai dojo and completed his dream of having a poster of him on the building killing a tiger with his bare hands.
Which he actually did.
Literally killed a rare tiger so that he could have a poster for his dojo.
Lit.
To celebrate this new dojo, he drank a lot of alcohol when suddenly Yuichiro Hanma comes out of nowhere, kicks Doppo, tell him how garbage he was and just leaves. This was a punishment given to Doppo for drinking alcohol, not doing his PP training and not drinking 10 bottles of Coca-Cola every day. Then Doppo realizes that the alcohol slowed him down by 0.1 second. From that very day, Doppo started his PP training, but because of his age and a weak teacher, his PP training only made his nuts unbreakable and didn't give him any strength. So he started doing the spear hand training, where he used to break his fingers by striking the bamboo trees. Later, Doppo enters the mech.
Bro, the fact that it had his nail hanging. And like, I don't know why, but like when you break something and then you train it up again after it's healed, it gets stronger. So like you already know like his bones after they broke were going to get better.
Maximum tournament and challenges Yujiro Hanma. And of course, Yujiro Hanma accepts the challenge because he doesn't have any other work to do. But Baki warns him and tries to tell him about the consequences by kicking Doppo in the nuts. But the art of kicking the nuts didn't had any effect on Doppo, and Doppo just shows him his powers.
I've not touched a drop of alcohol since.
Then the day comes when Doppo had his fight with Yujiro Hanma. The fight starts and during the fight, Doppo Orochi uses the Sharingan ability which was so good that it blocked all of the Yujiro's attacks and made Yujiro go like, "Bro, this is not even Naruto. How the fuck are you doing that?" But at the end, Yujiro shows his demon back and gouges Doppo's eyes. Then Doppo starts making weird noises during the fight. And then Yujiro punches the life out of Doppo. Doctors tried to treat Doppo, but doctors in Baki are like real life doctors. They couldn't do shit as they were just humans. But then our savior Dr. Kureha Shinogi comes in, literally plays with Doppo's heart and says that...
Bro, why is it my shit is lagging? It's lagging OD, but again, what is this, bro? Like, how did he even just... You didn't even wash your hands, first of all. Second of all, like, you did what Sakura had to do, but with chakra. Like, that, whose feat is more impressive? Like, he didn't have to open up his body to even touch his heart. Sakura has to open up your body, massage your heart, get it pumping, and whatnot with chakra in her hand. He does this with nothing, bro. Like, that's crazy to me. And he did it in like the newer Baki too. So it's like, I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised.
That he has a beautiful body without saying no homo. Which means that maybe Kureha Shinogi is after all a girl without boobs. Or perhaps he's a good guy.
What a body. I won't have to destroy such a beautiful man's body.
Anyways, he's...
Hey, yo, this nigga is Mo, bro. But like... I don't know. He said it was so much seductiveness in his voice. It's like, what you trying to get into? What you trying to get?
Saved Doppo by playing with his heart. After this, Doppo just straight up gets a power down so bad that he couldn't even punch and move a random fighter. Then Doppo fights with Amanai, a guy who considers himself a bird and flies. During this fight, Doppo literally breaks Amanai's skull, but my man was still like, nope, that didn't damage me at all. And then he proceeds to break Doppo's leg, which unsurprisingly didn't affect Doppo at all.
Guess you'll have to kill me.
Typical Baki stuff. Hamanai realized that it was a trap and this match will never end, so he begs to end the match. So Yujiro jumps in and touches Hamanai, thus ending the match. Yujiro is so nice that he also gives him a free haircut.
Failure.
Then he fights Goki Shibukawa, where he was only able to land one serious hit on Goki Shibukawa. For the rest of the match, he kept getting his ass kicked, and in the end, he lost the match. Later, Doppo was matched against the death row inmates, where he fought Dorian. During this fight, Doppo loses his hand. After losing his hand, he talks about his hand fetish, how he always dreamed of not having any fingers.
Funny thing is, I did some spear hand training years ago. Slamming my fingers into those bamboo.
You mean stub fetish? This man got a stub fetish.
Posts made me start to wish I didn't have any damn fingers. Cause then I could go around punching as hard as I wanted.
And then he proceeds to punch Dorian with
Beat his ass with a stone!
Later he gets his hand fixed by Kureha Shinogi's father, because obviously you need your right hand for miscellaneous things like cutting vegetables with that karate chop. Later he fights Dorian again, and during this he became shirtless and pantless, which tells us that this fight was serious. Doppo also tells that he has been wearing the same kind of underwear, if not the same underwear, for more than 20 years. But seriously, who the fuck wears a belt on their underwear? This fight really wasn't that good because there wasn't a lot of action involved. Dorian just had his ribcage broken, knees shattered and neck crushed. No vital organs were damaged. But Dorian shows his kind nature, his sublimity and accepts defeat to end this match. After this fight, Dorian goes to hospital with Katsumi and gets his knees wrapped. Then he visits Doppo's house, kidnaps Doppo's wife before Doppo reaches his own house with a car. After reaching home, Doppo finds out Dorian's wire, and for some reason his shirt starts to tear apart. Now let me tell you that there are 3 levels of seriousness in a fight. Level 1, you take out your shirt, warm up and fight with the opponent. Level 2, you take out or throw your clothes in a very funky way and immediately fight the enemy. And level 3, your clothes start to tear apart and you instantly attack that motherfucker even if you don't see him. Anyways, Doppo gets a lit high five from Dorian and gets his face blown. His eyes were perfectly fine though, pretty realistic. But after some time, his face was perfectly recovered. Power of imagination. Now you must be thinking that why didn't he get his eyes back from a surgery or with the power of imagination? It's because it was damaged by Yujiro. Even the writer's imagination couldn't save Baki from Yujiro. Then how could Doppo heal his eye with his imagination? Anyways, later Doppo fights the king of simps and gets defeated. Like seriously, a simp made Doppo lick the ground. So later Doppo visits the simp.
And that's the funny part about all of this shit, bro. Like, this nigga Doppo really say, you know what? I'm not gonna, like, Muhammad Ali Jr. did his thing. There was no excuse for why Doppo lost that fight the first time. But you gonna fight an injured man? They try to use reverse psychology too. Like, oh, what you wanna say? You're injured? You're injured so you can't fight? Yes! What the freak? I can't fight you when I'm like this. I could barely throw a punch, bro. You're gonna beat my ass. So watch when I come back, all healthy. I'm gonna fight you again. I'm gonna beat your ass again. Simple.
Simp and headbutts his feast and beats him. After this, Doppo just pretty much becomes a side character who doesn't do anything other than making other fighters look cool by getting his ass kicked by them.
Yeah.
Hopefully he will get stronger in the future as his character is really good. Baki, I swear if I wasn't drunk I would have fought your father. Stop giving excuses, Doppo. A real fighter is always ready to fight. You see,
Get that weak ass mentality. If you got a heart virus, right, and you're supposed to fight Yujiro, you gonna fight Yujiro with a heart virus, bro? Are you gonna fight Yujiro with a heart virus, bro? Get the fuck up, bro. This shit got me tight. Not this, but like the logic behind it don't even make sense, bro. Like, I got 2 broken legs. You expect me to fight? But that, you know, my nigga Dorian is built different, bro. He had shattered kneecaps. He's not even supposed to walk ever again. He had shattered kneecaps. And he got a shattered rib cage. You're supposed to be dead. It don't even make sense. It's crazy how logic in this show works, bro. Like, I gotta take everything with a grain of salt. Like the time that Yujiro stopped an earthquake in that area with a punch.
even shit by using the art of setting in case a fight starts out of nowhere. Are you serious? I'm dead serious. I also have a Discord server, guys, where we all can come up with even greater ideas, grow the Baki and overall anime community.
Yeah, like I kind of want to see AR do like Naruto logic and One Piece logic and Dragon Ball logic, but yeah, like yeah, I kind of yeah, I want to see that happen. I actually want to see that happen. I want to see that happen. To be honest, I gotta write a whole script, and I don't feel like writing scripts. Anyway, it's been your boy Soup. Yeah, this is kind of a short video. Usually it'd be like 20 minutes, but anyway. Yeah, y'all, it's been your boy Sue, and we are out of here, y'all. Peace.